give it a minute for the live attendance to get here. For anybody who's watching after the live stream, just to make you all aware. We'll give it roughly a minute or two. But all content is owned by WWE and the makers of 2k19, of course. It's just some information that I want to say. And we do have someone here, so I guess I'll start now. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Draft Night. I know it's not physically night currently, but for anybody that does not know, Season 5 is officially wrapped up last week. There is one thing I will say at the start of this video, if you are not watching live, is that I'm going to put in the voting down in the description for this video. So if you want to vote on stuff for Season 5 after the stream, it should be in the description. The link for it is in the description. You can go and vote. Second thing, I will be doing a top 15 of Season 5. I'll try to do that either tonight or later on this week. But I know this is not as formal as the last one I did. But we're going to do the draft. I'm going to put up these wrestlers, rattle them all off for SmackDown and Raw, and we'll call it a day. So that's it so far. That's what I got. Have the list with me somewhere. Where the heck did it go? Oh, there it is. Just waiting for more people to come in. But those two those two things are huge. I know that people are waiting for the top 15 list, and they're waiting for the voting. Voting's already made. I've put it in previous videos. Put it in the Hall of Fame video. So if you haven't seen the voting, it's in the Hall of Fame video. So you can go check it out for Season 5. I'll put in the description for this one just to repeat it again. And the top 15 will be either today or later this week, so you can look forward to it. But officially the numbers are done, so no matter what you do now, the ratings will not matter, or I won't count it. So basically, I gave everybody a week to try to watch Raw and SmackDown to see who'd win. So for the first time ever, ladies and gents, with an episode viewership count of 614, your winners of Season 5 are SmackDown Live. For the first time ever, congratulations to the Blue Brand for winning this season. Raw finished with 605. NXT finished with 395. NXT pay-per-views finished with 492 currently. And overall pay-per-views finished with 1,737. Just a quick little numbers there. Because, I spend hours making that stuff. So, as far as NXT goes, I will rattle off the roster to you. So I feel like that's important before we start with SmackDown Live. So SmackDown Live will go first, but for now I will just rattle off the names instead of putting them up for NXT. I'll just run down the list. All the women will be in NXT. That won't change. Cassius Ohno will be staying in NXT as NXT champion, or start off for the season. Brandon McLaughlin will start off as your North American champion, and the War Raiders will start off as the NXT Tag Team Champions. Candice LeRae being the NXT Women's Champion. The rest of the roster will be as follows. Assassin and MK of Bullet Club. Pete Dunne. Tyler Bate. Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong all representing the Undisputed Era. Velveteen Dream. The Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. Oni Lorcan. Heavy Machinery, which is Otis Dozovich and Tucker Knight. Shelton Benjamin. Tony Nese. Drew Gulak. The Golden Sins, a new faction. Sante Guerrero, Ace, Bruce Bennett, and Alex Carter making up that group. Noam Dar. Lucha House Party, which is made up of Kalisto, Grand Metalik, Lince Dorado, Jack Geller, Arriva Divari, I think I botched that name. Next Gen, which is made up of Christian Bane and Jackson Wilkins. TM61, EC3, and Hulk Win with Baron Blade. So that's who we have right now. So that's the list for NXT. If there are any other add-ons, well, we'll let you know. Oh, and also, I forgot to mention other important names, such as Ricochet and Leo Rush. Forgot those two. Wow, you'd think I'd remember those names for the list. But yes, those are the two I was forgetting. That's all who will start on the NXT roster in Season 6 as the viewership dwindles down. So we will do SmackDown Live. First off, the tag teams. Of course, the men that will be returning to the brand will be automatically Bobby Roode and his tag team partner Kurt Angle, as they are your SmackDown Live tag team champions. So they will be returning to the blue brand. Now, we'll start off with the tag teams for SmackDown Live. First team being drafted. Returning Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson of the Revival. So they haven't been on the blue brand since Season 4. Followed up by Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, will be remaining on it. Good job. Team number 3 being drafted is Aiden English and Rusev. Rusev Day. And then, finally, Daniel Bryan and Johnny Gargano, making up DIS. So those are the tag teams. We're going to go... Or no, wait, no, there's one more. Almost forgot. Also, another seismic shift. Kevin Owens and Batista, making up Kevtista, as people have requested. So that's the SmackDown Live Tag Team Division. Now we're gonna go into singles competitors. Actually, no. We'll just run through all the tag teams for both brands. I made up my mind. So Monday Night Raw's tag teams. Automatically starting off. Because they are your new tag team champions, Eric Young and Alexander Wolf and Killian Dane of Sanity are automatically on the red brand as the first tag team being selected. Next up, these are the ones that will be drafted. Akira Tozawa and Hideo Itami, as they are being transferred from SmackDown Live over to this brand. Furthermore, Jay and Jimmy Uso are being drafted to Monday Night Raw as a tag team. Also, Cesaro and Sheamus, The Bar. And of course, to round it out will be Harper and Rowan of the Bludgeon Brothers. So that rounds out Monday Night Raw. I'm going to check the comments now as I transition back over. So that rounds out all the tag teams. Now we head to singles competitors for SmackDown Live. Now, of course, for SmackDown and Raw, the men that walked out world champions of each brand will automatically stay on each brand. So I will do SmackDown first because they won in the viewership. So automatically, going to SmackDown Live starting off will be the WWE Champion, Class Bar. Class Bar will be exclusive. Now, we head to the rest of the singles competitors for SmackDown. First man being drafted was the phenomenal AJ Styles. Second man drafted is the Drifter, Elias. Both men returning to the brand this season. Third man is returning Rey Mysterio. Next man is the man who returned late in the last season, Raymond Cruz, or DJRC. Next man up is the Finn Balor, also returning. This man is the Lone Wolf Baron Corbin. Next competitor is Ty Dillinger, the Perfect 10 performer. Next man is the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura. Next man is Samoa Joe. Also returning to the brand is Kevin Draco. Following him will be Blake Daniels. Returning to the brand as well as Andrade Cien Almas, your United States Champion. So that means the Intercontinental Champion will be automatically going to Monday Night Raw. Also, changing brands is Colt Lee joining the SmackDown roster this season. And now the monster among men also joining the SmackDown brand, Braun Strowman. And returning to his roots, the stomping ground, the Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre. And that rounds out SmackDown Live's roster. Also, I will address any free agents after all these. Now I'm going to read the comments briefly. What's the pick so far? How's everyone day? Lots of returns. I'm good, Jamie. McDonald's Wi-Fi at the moment. I was watching the Expedition of Gold. That makes me want to use them on my universe mode. The Expedition. Welcome everyone to the stream. So that was the SmackDown roster. We're going to go over to Raw. So anybody that's injured or will be a free agent, I will address after the Raw brand. So stay tuned for that. And any further announcements. So the singles competitors for Monday Night Raw, I already listed out Killian Dane, but automatically starting off the season is the new Universal Champion Scott Cole, representing Bullet Club, being the first man drafted automatically. And of course the Intercontinental Champion will be drafted at some point in these picks. So first up is the man claiming his yard, returning to the brand, the big dog, Roman Reigns. And now, next up, the Lunatic Fringe, Dean Ambrose. Joining the brand officially from NXT, no longer Lars Sullivan. And now a veteran of Monday Night Raw who has never left the brand, the Viper, Randy Orton. Staying on Monday Night Raw, Cedric Alexander. Joining the Red Brand this season is Tommaso Ciampa. Next up, Mustafa Ali, remaining on the brand. Also remaining on the brand is the monster, Ross Young. Officially another man joining from NXT, moving up full-time this season, representing the Undisputed Era, Jeff Sanders. Also remaining on the brand will be Bobby Lashley. Representing Bullet Club, Davis King is returning. Followed up by fellow member, if I can find him, Rogue Killer of Bullet Club. Also remaining on the brand is the new Intercontinental Champion, Max Webb. Also remaining on the brand will be one of the Hardy Boys, Jeff Hardy. Also shifting to Monday Night Raw, Sami Zayn. Also joining Monday Night Raw is Jamie. For the first time ever moving to from SmackDown to Raw. Also joining the Raw roster for the first time in his career, Adrian Galerto. Also joining the Raw brand, the Architect, Seth Rollins. Also officially making his main roster full-time status official, the former NXT champion, Aleister Black. And that will round out the Raw roster. So some seismic shifts. Now I'm going to read the comments again. Ooh, Roman the Shield, add Primo, have the Shield. Well, now all three members of the Shield are on the roster. Both shows have great rosters. Yeah, they do, but SmackDown is better. Let's go. Mad Tag Teams for All. I already announced the Tag Teams for All, so if you want to go check that out, you have to go listen to it. So now, on to the men that have not been signed because of injury or because they have elected to be free agents. I'll start off with the free agents. The typical ones: John Cena, The Rock, as well. Also joining them will be Chris Jericho. Unless they all get signed right now, they are starting off as free agents. Also, the Beast, Brock Lesnar. Also joining that list of unsigned men is Samuel Armstrong. Now, as for the men that are injured and did not get signed per that reason, and we don't know when they will return, first off, James Arlington, who is injured and is not currently signed. Also, Matt King is out of action. So both of them are injured. And just to go over who the general managers are. So Matt King and James Arlington are the two men that are not signed currently because of injury. We don't know when they will be back. And that is why you did not hear their names announced. So two men that are crucial to the brands are down for the count. Now first up, the GM of NXT will remain Mr. Samuel. For Monday Night Raw, it is official. They will be co-GMs currently. Joining is Harvey. And the returning Shawn Michaels to the GM role. They both will be GMs of Raw, working together. And then for SmackDown Live, Tyler the King Wolf. So that does it for now for the brands. So that is the draft. There were some seismic shifts in the formation, such as Ciampa, Jamie, Adrian Gallardo, Seth Rollins, all ditching SmackDown and moving right to Raw. Raw acquired some heavy arsenal names, such as Cole. That's basically it. No, I'm kidding. Also, Raw definitely got all the NXT signees, such as Jeff Sanders, Aleister Black, Lars Sullivan, and Sanity, which is huge for them. SmackDown also reacquired Drew McIntyre and got Raymond Cruz full-time. They also brought back the Revival, the three-time tag team champions. Also acquired Kevin Owens and Batista, two big names, and Braun Strowman. So those are seismic shifts within the roster. Not too much shifting, but regardless, you all can debate amongst yourselves which brand you think was better drafted. Reminder, once again, I said it at the beginning of the video, but this for the people who are live. I'm going to put the link for the voting in the description after the video. If you want to vote right now, you can go to the Hall of Fame video of Season 5 and find it in the description there. You can go and vote on all the crucial things for Season 5. Furthermore, I'll be working on the top 15 video for Season 5. I'll either do it tonight or later this week. That's just a heads up. Or maybe next week when I start the series. Either way, top 15 will get done. So, that does it. If you missed something, wait till it uploads and you can look back at it. Let me know what you think of all the brands, NXT, SmackDown Live, Raw, if you think one looks stronger than the other. But I thank everybody for tuning in live. Hopefully Matt King and James Arlington will heal up nice and well so that they can join a brand. But for now, that does it. Hope you all are excited for Season 6. Thank you all for tuning in. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel, of course, if you choose. And as always, suit up, man army. I will see you all next time.